Hello! Welcome to Brain Spill, the laziest show on the internet. My name is Tank and we are today talking about Fall Guys, the game that's taken the internet by storm. Now, all I need to do is ask you one simple question to find out whether you've ever played this game before. So if I show you this image of some seesaws and you tell me that they look nice, bright and colourful, you've clearly never played it, because for everyone that has, this has just got stress and anxiety written all over it. Fall Guys is a platforming battle royale title developed by Mediatonic and published by Devolver Digital. The game is, well, very simple. You play as a bean-like character, and against 59 other players around the world, you compete in a series of games and challenges in order to be the best Fall Guy, and not die and horrendously fall off the edge of the map. Yes, you compete in various obstacle course style games, much like Takeshi's Castle, if anyone remembers that incredible show. I absolutely love watching that, how you can just sit there for hours and just binge watch randomers just going through these challenges and getting knocked into the water or getting crushed or getting what a great game. So much like Takeshi's Castle, in fact, you are going to be competing in games such as jumping over spinning poles, surviving giant boulders being rolled down at you, and trying to jump through walls and not hit your face on a solid platform and try and smash through it. Yes, this is all very similar stuff. And this is Fall Guys. But the question still stands. How did we get here? The game was first announced at E3 2019, and at the time it wasn't really anything to call home about. Aside from a few core fans, this was really going to be a title which would pretty much come and go and not really bat an eyelid at. However, upon its release in August 2020 and being released on the PS4 and PC, it really was a surprise and people loved it. It was the perfect game to have at this time, and really it's gone down a storm ever since. If you have any interest in gaming culture whatsoever, you have probably heard of this game even if you've never played it, as pretty much every single gaming YouTuber or Twitch streamer has played this game in the past month or so. Just to put into perspective how popular this game is, for the longest time on Twitch, Fall Guys was even more popular viewership-wise than games such as GTA 5 and Fortnite, titles which have truly dominated the streaming platform for the past few years. And honestly, there is a big divide of opinion as to whether this is just a blip and people will get bored of the game eventually, or it might be a title which lives on through the ages and becomes a true gaming classic. What I think really cements this game and separates it from the competition is the fact that it is so easy to hop into a game, create a clip or a blooper of something happening, and take the clip and share it on the internet or have it on a live stream, and it will get shared around and everybody will know of your game. If you can have simple, fun things that can get sent around to people who understand what's going on, then you've got yourself a viral sensation on your hands. It's easy to look at the game now and see that it is a wildly successful title, but again, like I said, how did we get here and where did the development of this game start? Well, we have to go back to 2018. Looking back at the developer diary, we just have to be thankful that we even have Fall Guys to begin with, mainly because of the fact that Mediatonic, the developer of the game, were actively discouraging their employees from pitching ideas for battle royale games. The reason for this was back at the time when they were trying to pitch new game ideas, battle royale games were all the hype, and really there were a lot of games coming into the market which would just completely overshadow anything they were going to make. So they thought it was probably best to just cut your losses and go somewhere else, because if you put all your time and effort and money into a battle royale project only for it to fail, then effectively you'd just be throwing money away, and nobody likes to throw money away. Lead game designer Joe Walsh came up with the idea completely against the wishes of Mediatonic, and just wanted to make a game which was very reminiscent to that of Total Wipeout or Takeshi's Castle, games which really involve people running through obstacle courses and making themselves look like idiots, which is a perfect game for something like Fall Guys. Joe Walsh decided to pitch the idea to the company despite the fact knowing that they weren't looking for a battle royale title, but as soon as he showed them the ideas he had, they loved it, and they decided to take it on board and see if they can possibly put it into a pitch for a publisher to take on. The idea for the game was pitched to a few different publishers, but the one they had in mind was Devolver Digital, and when they went to the pitch meeting, they did so using GIFs from Takeshi's Castle, which I think that's probably the best way that you can possibly advertise your game, and if I was in that sales meeting, I would have put the rubber stamp on that idea straight away. I mean, Who doesn't want a video game of Takeshi's Castle? So once the pitch was approved, the game started development, and the team started quite small, but over time, as the game grew, the team grew with it, and eventually was a fully fledged development team to create this massively successful title. Seeing the potential in Fall Guys, the team got to work, and worked hard indeed, but they came across a few issues, mainly of which that they thought the game played too slowly, or that there wasn't going to be enough content in the game to suffice new players coming into it, and these were some ideas that they had to tackle before the release of the game. However, to fix these issues, they came up with a very simple philosophy. The game would be based 50% on skill, and 50% on complete anarchy and chaos. Yes, the magic formula of the two together would make every single game unique and make sure that you had a nice, fun experience every single time, with a little pinch of chaos in there so you can't truly predict what's going to happen. Implementing this philosophy going forward, the team then also decided to add a quick join feature, meaning that you could join a game, you could then lose, and then rejoin another game pretty much instantaneously, meaning that the players didn't have a lot of downtime and they could have quick action again and again. Meaning that people didn't get bored and the game was fast-paced like they wanted it to be in the first place. This system was perfect for the type of players they had, because you could either have the long-time player who binges it for 16 hours straight and can just keep playing games over and over and over again, or you can have a quick game or two if you wanted to hop on the game for a very short period of time. So it suited everybody, and that was just one of the many reasons as to why the game has such a universal appeal. One of the other reasons for this is the creative design choices they made, both in the character design and the level design. With bright colours, straightforward level design, and cute fun characters, the game was the perfect marketing for everyone, not only children but adults as well, meaning that anybody can sit down, pick up a controller and have a go at the game. No bars necessary. Honestly, come to think of it, these designers had this on point. It was pretty impressive. Even something as simple as costumes will really differentiate your character and give you a reason to keep replaying in order to earn the currency, in order to afford these things. And really, it's quite fun, and I think people enjoy either seeing new costumes or aiming and setting themselves goals to get things they want. And that's really what you want in a game. You want players to have a reason to stick around and keep playing, and these guys have just nailed it. Yes, this is just like drugs, except it's jelly beans instead. Endless play. So much in fact that within the first 24 hours of the game's release, there was 1.5 million players on Fall Guys. One thing that really helped the release of the game was PS4 players had it on PlayStation Plus, which means that they could get the game for free if they downloaded it in August, which was fantastic because it must have boosted player numbers to an unreal level. The game was so popular that the servers in the first few days really struggled with the sheer volume of players going on and playing on Fall Guys. And it just goes to show because it has been a consistently popular game all the way until today. In just a single week of the game's release, Mediatonic have already announced a whole host of new features and content coming to the game in the near future, which, to be honest, is absolutely what they need to do, because if they want to sustain a good player base for this, they need to start pumping content out, especially whilst the game is this popular. Mediatonic have such a fantastic opportunity here, and they need to make sure they don't squander it. Capitalize as much as you can, guys. Keep going, keep making content, and we'll keep playing it, without a doubt. The idea to each season is going to have a cohesive theme to it that's going to run through the levels and costumes. We think that's going to be really fun for us to take inspiration from maybe that time of year or a different game show we really liked as kids, and build new seasons around that. Also, talking about replayability, it's really important for us that every time you play Fall Guys, it feels a bit different. You should have different challenges. So, post-launch, we're looking to push that further by having almost procedurally generated elements to our levels to really push replayability. We're working on that at the moment, and that should hopefully come post-launch. But the idea is that the costumes and levels should just be hilariously fun and inspire people to play more and unlock new things. And that was exactly what I was saying. If they can have something like this in the game, they're going to set themselves up to have that replayability for a long time to come. One thing the team have been doing recently is fundraising, and they've even invited companies, businesses and influencers to donate to a fundraiser, and the biggest donation made will actually be a skin in the game, and many people have been battling it out for some time to see who the top donations are going to be and who the new skins are going to be. It's things like this which not only is it for a good cause for the charity special effect, but in addition it really builds up that engagement and gets people involved, and you know, it's those sorts of things that they just need to keep going on with. And well, that's about it really. Normally in the How Did We Get Here episodes, there's normally a whole history with whatever we're talking about. But because Fall Guys is, well, it's a brand new game and I've pretty much told you the main points, so I don't really know what else to tell you. But I really wanted to make this because it's a really enjoyable game, and if you've not played it, maybe you should. Just for complete disclosure, this video isn't sponsored in any way. I just really enjoyed it, and honestly, if you can survive the anxiety, depressing seesaw level, then I'm sure you can play the game and actually get some enjoyment out of it. If you like the video, be sure to like and subscribe. If you want to be notified as soon as I upload my next video, be sure to hit the bell button. And if you've got any ideas as to what videos you'd like me to discuss next, let me know down in the comments below. As always, sources used in the video will be in the description. Right, well, no need for any witty puns or anything here. I'm basically just going to go back to playing Fall Guys now, so I'll probably get this edited when I can. Probably after I've had another 5-hour playtime of the game. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Fantastic.
Thank you.